Okay guys, welcome to the channel. We are in Cambodia, in Siem Reap, Cambodia. The time is about 6:30. Sunset. It's April Fool's Day, 1st of March, 1st of April. First foolish thing I say, so happy April Fools. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the Siem Reap city at night time. Kind of atmosphere and vibe. So this is the outskirts of Siem Reap at the moment. It's rush hour, so traffic is quite heavy, people coming and going. The best way to get around is usually by motorbike. So if you are living in Cambodia, I recommend to get a motorbike, either rent or buy. They tend to, well, the stories I've been told is that they have high import tax on the bikes, therefore they cost a little bit extra versus other countries like Thailand, Vietnam. So today we're also going to show you some of the typical costs of living. I'm going to mix it in with the vlog today to show you some gasoline and then the price of like a typical standard cappuccino. Correction from the last update was I got confused with the machine. The machine said 282 or something per liter, but the big sign on the store said something different. So we'll try to get the exact prices based on the signage from the petrol station, the gasoline station, whatever it's called, wherever you live. So we're going to use a PTT, one of the largest energy companies in Asia and Thailand. It's a Thai company, PTT. So we've gone to their branch near Fair Circus, Soksan Road. In a previous video, you can check that out. That's what I'm referring to. But this one, we're going to try one that's in the city center, more or less. You'll see where it is. So now it's just about the tail end of rush hour. So the traffic is just weaving in and out of the city. I thought the guy was driving on his own, but I saw a kid in front of the bike. So just be careful, guys, if you're driving. Just give people a lot of space, actually, especially if there's kids, just a lot of space. As you can see, many people, like the families, have their kids on the back or the front. So just be aware. Some of them don't wear helmets, unfortunately. So don't make your stupidity their problem. So anyway, guys, we'll keep it positive. There's like always like traffic stuff, which is not that interesting actually. So yeah, this is Siem Reap just at sunset. As you can see, fairly lively. Lots going on. So this junction has lights. To be honest, I just went with the flow with the traffic, but just be aware there's lights on the new BBU road. Like I said about the family, you see like there's 2 kids on a bike with the mum. So just yeah, drive very carefully. I think this week is the end of Ramadan, like Eid, so there should be a lot of tourists from the Middle East, boosting up the local economy here in Siem Reap. So we'll keep an eye out for that. There's a lot more flights starting to fly in, mostly to Phnom Penh, but also Siem Reap has a lot of flights. At the moment, people tend to fly to Phnom Penh and then connect to Siem Reap. But the international airport is growing. There's 2 dogs on the embankment. I think they're asleep, but they look like dead asleep. Let sleeping dogs lie. So people just waiting on their bikes alongside the food stalls. There's a lovely smell of garlic and grilled meats, grilled fish. They also have a lot of foodie stuff. Foodies come here, the foodie influencers. There's I was going to say smoothies, yeah, smoothie stalls as well. And apparently some famous roti or waffles. Apparently Cambodian waffles have, not apparently, but there are differences. They got like lots more coconut. I haven't tried yet, guys, but rumor has it they're pretty good. So there's a tourist bus if you are here. See it in front. It's like the double-decker bus in London. I think I stopped it for like 10 minutes on the bike one night. They go everywhere. It's a good idea. So this is the city, pretty much bang on in the city centre. On the left hand side is the Hard Rock Cafe. And if you're staying in the centre, the right hand side mini market, Angkor Mini Mart, which has got good Western groceries. I highly rate that one actually. It's got everything and it's really small. You don't like, it's not like going into a big supermarket, just like has the small store vibe. And on the left actually is Total. So they have the French energy company, which I guess is a legacy of the colony. They've left their energy companies here. But we're not going to Total today. We're going to go to the other PTT, which is down this road. just getting sandwiched between two SUVs, so I don't want to do that. You see, it's quite dangerous because the cars just stop. There's Caltex as well. That's big in Thailand. But like I said, I'm going to go to the PTT. Although I'm tempted to go to that one. So this is like just peak rush hour, slightly after peak. It's busy. It gets busier than this, although this is busy. So guys, the price of gasoline or petrol, let's check it out. So I'll look at the signage and I'll look at the normal, what's known as petrol outside the United States. As you remember, the petrodollar. So it's called gasoline. I'll try to get that. I'll try to get diesel. So it says 3.7 for diesel, and regular is 3.9. So I think that's in real. That's about $1. Not quite, but almost. So 3.9 thousand real for a litre. And then 3.7 for diesel. You don't have petrol?
Yeah, we finished.
Oh, it's no petrol? Oh. Okay. You should shut down then. Okay. Thank you. The other PTT in Fair Circus, does the other PTT have petrol? PTT, Fair Circus?
Come back.
Oh, this one. There's the other one.
Salo Market.
Saloy. Okay. So, okay. I'll punch around. Thank you, Mom. Okay guys, a bit odd, they have no petrol, but they're open. They said Sar Loy. As you can see, like, the English is not great. My Khmer is beyond friendly greetings, non-existent. So anything beyond something simple gets complicated, so I just stop communicating because they don't understand. But Sar Loy, I'm not going to go around and look for it. I'm just going to go to the Caltex. So as you see, like 3.9 real for the litre of normal gasoline, normal petrol, and 3.7 for diesel. So what we're going to do now is go back to Caltex. I bet it's like an affiliate of Chevron or something. It has that like Texaco, Chevron kind of vibe to the branding. So let's check it out. I'm seeing in green 3.7 and then 3.9. So it says out on the left, but people go in. Okay. This is where the rules-based system is out the window, guys. So I want to go where it says in, but nobody cares. Anyway, so it's die. All right, we'll try this one. Hello, this one? Okay. Just normal. Full, please. Yeah, regular, please. So guys, that's with Techron, Caltex. Diesel 3.7, silver 3.9. I I think that's regular, and then gold is 4550. I'm not going to ask, I know their English is not great, what the difference between silver and gold is. I guess it's better for the engine, but these Caltex PTT, they normally be like a nice store and coffee. They have like Star Mart here. I think that's their own brand. Yeah, pay cash please. Cash. How many real, sir? Okay. A lot of money here. Well, a lot of notes, not a lot of money. Okay. So that's 1,000. Two thousand. 3,000, 4,000, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, is that a 10,000? So yeah, it's 8,000 altogether. Yeah. Sorry, I thought I was giving you a 10,000. That's 9. 10. 400 left. So what's that? That's 5. 5. Okay. Keep change. Keep change. Akun ba. Akun. Okay, guys. That was just a lot of notes. So the money system here, they have Cambodian riel. I don't know the exchange rate today. You can work it out yourself. So the petrol stations have the same price. The pricing doesn't really differ. I think it's controlled, actually. I think the pricing is controlled anyway. So it'd be unusual if there was a difference. But last time that we checked, I think 1 week. So the engine is full. That lasted a week, and it cost me 10,000, about $2.50, $3. It's not bad at all. It depends. I use my motorbike every day. I'm out and about, going to work, coming from work, then doing some of these videos. Well, most of these. So I'm not actually, like, I made yeah, it happens so often that I'm not going to comment like on some of the things, so I'm trying to do that. But you might have picked up on some things in the video there. But yeah, the PTT going past it now again, it's got like the Amazon Cafe. So we're now trying to cross the road. There's a little place called 5-Star Chicken. They got the Thai 5-Star Chicken. It's Thai brand. It's a bit like KFC. I haven't tried it here. It's okay in Thailand. It's pretty good if you like fried chicken. It's nothing fancy, but it's just like standard. So this is what Siem Reap looks like just after sundown. after the traffic, after rush hour. So guys, also giving you an idea of the price of like living costs for petrol, gasoline. I think some of you might start using like EVs. I have no idea how much it costs in the charging station. They have a brand or a company startup called Popple, P-O-P-L-E. And they have like one or two charging stations. I showed it in one video. I thought it was cool, so I just showed the outside of the charging station. You basically just drive up, put in a massive guys, part of the channel is kind of exploration, so I saw some interesting street that doesn't look too dingy. It looks like one of those more charming side streets rather than like you're gonna get mugged type places like this one. Okay, it's just like nothing too interesting. There's a nice boutique hotel, and knowing my luck actually ends up in cat crossing the street. It's a dead end. I thought there was more. There's lots of people out just chilling. I don't think this is a dead end. Yeah, it is. Oh my god. I thought it would have connected to one of the streets. Hey guys, you got to learn a bit more there about Siem Reap. So yeah, some nice guest houses down here. That's why it's paved nicely, but it didn't go to the I'm trying to cut across to a street that's parallel. I thought this might go there. It doesn't, obviously. Yeah, there's a cat crossing the street. Cats are weird, guys. I don't know, like sometimes they just, is it their vision? They can't see bikes coming. I used to live in Phuket, and one time at night, I'm kind of a bit superstitious about it. A black cat just it ran across my pathway. I hit yeah, I feel really bad. I actually hit the cat. I stopped, I looked, I went back to see if it was there, if it was injured or something. I think it just ran away. But I think 2 weeks later I had like a big massive crash. Like I broke 3 ribs, collarbone, or clavicle, sorry, not clavia, clavicle, my clavicle, I broke my clavicle. So I'm slightly superstitious about that stuff. Anyway, that cat, I didn't hit the cat, and it wasn't black. So this is like kind of just, this road goes to, that guy said Sar Loi. One of my videos, check it out, where I actually do go to local markets. Some people commented, oh, you don't go to local markets. I do. But nobody watched the video, so I didn't go back. And a lot of the produce is like really fresh, and I don't have, yeah, let's just say I don't want to be carrying like kind of limbs, animal limbs and stuff, and chopping them up myself. I prefer more processed, or more, yeah. I prefer more, yeah, more refined kind of meat. That's like kind of, I don't have to do all the work. Anyway, well, it's not about that. It's, I don't mind. I work very hard, but just at the right, I work smart. I'm not like spending my day like going out catching my, I'm not a survivalist is what I'm trying to say. I'm not going out catching my dinner. and maybe some of you still do. I think it's paleo diet, that is, but or you live in a cave, one or the other. So anyway, yeah, this is one of the bigger streets during the day. This is rush hour. This is full. It works like clockwork with the sun here, guys. When the sun goes down, everything just like stops, more or less. So this has got a lot of popular street food stalls. And I'm gonna check out the price of some coffee today. Actually, we'll get like some brown roastery. It's like the Starbucks here. Show you what it's like. So this is really popular with backpackers, and on the right hand side is the Angkor Village Hotel. It's like a boutique. I think it's part of the world's best small hotels of the world type thing. Like pretty much a very luxurious boutique hotel. I can hear Spanish accents, Catalan. I think people visiting from Barcelona. On the right hand side is the, yeah, lots of like local, I won't, well, everything's local, but the bars are really popular with locals there, but they're pretty cool to hang out. You see some foreigners getting their workout in. So on the right hand side is a nice hotel. It's so nice I don't know the name of it. But the building, they have brown, yeah, Ramiette. Then they have the brown coffee here on the right. We'll just go in. So I sometimes park, so I just going to get my coffee and go. I just go, come back. So I'll bring you with me. I keep my helmet on. People look at you and you have the bike helmet on. I don't really care. Just just a large cappuccino to go, please. Yes, please.
Anything else?
No, thank you. Hot, please. Yeah.
$3
And I'm gonna pay by Apple Pay, please.
You scan or your credit card?
Credit card, please. Yeah, tap. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So guys, that's kind of like you have two options to pay. You can pay with Apple Pay. I always use Apple Pay, but you can use ABA if you've got a local bank account. They got a nice seating area, and I might have to edit out my card. I don't want to show too much details. Any scammers, fraudsters take advantage. But basically, anything with Apple Pay works here. They have no fee. Some shops do have a fee. And you see they've got, I'll zoom in. They've got like iced cafe latte, brown iced latte, cold brew. Then they've got all of these like brown cheesecake, green tea, chocolate cake. It's a bit like Muffin Man, but the portions are smaller. But for coffee lovers, that's really good. The cold brew, they've got nice brews. And then you see, this is why it's hard to have a keto and no carb diet, guys. They have pecan nut croissants, pan au raisin, pumpkin pie, Portuguese egg tart. So there's like egg tart and Portuguese egg tart. I don't see the difference. Okay, the camera's off. Alright, so I was just talking there and you guys were looking at something else. That's, yeah, 2 egg tarts, one's Portuguese and one's just normal. So I don't know what's the difference. So anyway, then they've got chive pocket pie, beef. I thought that said beer puff. No, it's a beef puff. Banana Danish, chocolate croissant. You get bagels and then bacon cheese. So guys, basically it's impossible to have a low carb keto diet. That's the sad reality. But this place is pretty cool. And they do a pretty good job, like compared to Starbucks. The atmosphere is, the strategy that Starbucks had was like the 3rd place, so they could attract workers, students, and they do a very good job of like making this 3rd place kind of concept with high quality products. The only thing that bugs, well, I want to bring you the truth, guys. Oh, Akon, your hand. Thank you. So that was pretty quick, guys. Got my cappuccino. Staff very friendly. And they really take care of your bikes. Like the guy already was doing stuff. Akon bang. Akon. I come here often, so I have like a budget, so I don't like to, it's like I feel bad not giving a tip. It's not tipping culture. I know in the US everything's tipping culture, so I tend to like give a bigger tip one time, end of the week, rather than every day, you know. That's my logic at least, but I feel bad when they do this, and I seem like a Scrooge, you know, but I do actually give them like something at the end of the week, otherwise I'm gonna be broke. Akon bang, Akon. So I give like, actually I felt bad. The guy was so friendly. But yeah, like 1,000, which is about, it's nothing. There's like 25 cents. Less than I make on YouTube actually though, when I think about it. So, which reminds me guys, please subscribe and like. It's not for me, it's to help the community. You need to help the local community so they get more tips, guys. Can't afford these tips. Alright, anyway, so enough about the cost of living crisis in Ireland and how its most talented people are forced to emigrate for over a century. So yeah, just be if you get a nice service, you just reciprocate, because most of the time you'll have service there. So I'm a bit different. I'm like a digital nomad. I'm like working, so I don't, when you're not, kind of like when you're on holiday somewhere, you've got the mentality is more like you're open. I guess when you're in work mode, you're more like, you got your game face on, you're more frugal. So yeah, like I said, guys, I don't earn a lot from almost anything from these videos. So just economics are unfortunate reality. I'd love to, like, poverty eradication would be good, guys, actually, you know. Is there a way to make everyone happy, productive? Anyway, so guys, just that tip the like kind of parking attendants, and because like you see, like I was not even he anticipated everything, you know. He anticipated me coming outside, and the bike was just ready and waiting. So that's very good. I know that's his job, but he's very good at it. You don't see that at like some 5-star hotels. You would not see that. And people are so friendly, it's amazing. Guys, we're gonna just go up by the raffles a bit on the river. Actually, I thought this was a one-way street. Yeah, it makes sense. That's why there was cars moving down the street. So normally I would go on the street parallel and take a left up here, but in hindsight that was not too smart, because this is not a one-way street. For some reason I thought this was a one-way street. Sometimes they change things about. So I'm just showing you the other side of the river at night time. Like, I get super lost actually. It's very confusing. There's like a lot of stuff happening in the river. And yeah, not so familiar with this area of town. I think it's called Polanka or something, but I went through it once. But they have the most luxurious hotel, the Jaya River House Hotel on the right hand side up here. And and then it's just like kind of pretty much chilled. There's some really ultra premium resorts where it's just like really chilled if you want to be like in the middle of nature for wellness. This one is always fully booked too, I think. So it's on the right here. And on the left back there was a very large Hanuman, like the statues. So this is, I have no idea what that pagoda or what is called. But we're gonna go left and just, yeah, there's the Angkor Preservation Center on the right, which is slightly confusing. I don't know if it's open to the public. Technically it's not, but I think it is, so I don't know. On the left, you got nice restaurants, and you got the kind of Plantation brand, their flagship store. They do the organic pot pepper, like the local organic products. La Plantation, the plantation. It's closed now. It's just after 7. You've got the Sofitel on the left. And then if you follow this road, you go to Angkor. So so this guys is the road. It takes you up to Angkor, the Angkor Wat actually. But I've never gone down normally as a tourist, so I don't have the pass. Now there's a control, but let's just see how far we can get actually. I want to see where the control is. So many of you will be familiar during the day. This area is this road is the main entrance pretty much into Angkor Wat. On the left you've got the Royal Gardens. You've got some botanical gardens. They're very nice. They've got a nice restaurant cafe in the center. It's free entrance, but you have to follow them on Instagram or something. And this area is, yeah, like I said, is the road. And you can, I love it, guys, you got like the forest. You can smell the forest there as well. Admittedly, it's probably better to do this during the day. But it's nice and cool now. And I read somewhere that it's at nighttime there's no entrance fee. I'm not sure. Let's see. I think there should be a control or something. Yeah, I think this is pretty much the main road so far. I don't think, I think it's open to the public. I'm gonna check out my Google Maps in a bit. So if you're still with us, guys, this is the Remarkable channel, where we're picking up like parts unknown and parts known, or very well known also, around the world. At the moment in Southeast Asia and Cambodia. We're somewhere near Angkor Wat at the moment. I'm not actually entirely sure. I'm actually a bit lost. So it says welcome to Angkor. I don't know why I just got flashed. I think there is a control up here, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, I keep driving. Let's see. I'm waiting for like a control or something. So I've just turned on my Google Maps. So guys, I'm not actually sure where I am. I think right in front is the Angkor Wat, to be honest. Yeah, it is. So that is the Angkor Wat there, guys. You can't see anything, but because it's dark, nighttime. So there you go, guys. You get to see the Angkor Wat at night time. Actually, you don't even get to see it. You don't even get to see it. So, first YouTube video of the Angkor Wat. I think I'm the first YouTuber to go to Angkor Wat and not actually show any of Angkor Wat. So there you go. That's Angkor Wat at night time. It's nice at night time though, guys, I must say, but they could shut it down. It's closed at night time, obviously. I'm sure they do night tours. It's an interesting idea because it's very I've gone to Angkor Wat a number of times. I love it. It's really, really cool, but it's really hot. Obviously, it's physically hot, so it's hard to, you can't obviously feel it in the video, but the air is really cool and calming at night time here, and the birds are just singing, so it's a nice atmosphere at night time. So I'm sure they have some events. But it's a very beautiful area. So I read, like, I'm not actually sure what is the reality, but I read that after 5 p.m. it's free, or like you can just, there's no control, but I don't actually know. So yeah, guys, they I think I figured that out, that yeah, flashing means get out of my way here, not it doesn't actually mean you're free to pass. In some countries it means go ahead, but in this country it means get out of my way. So tip if you're driving here. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. Just random flashing. So there's your three probabilities. So guys, that's the Angkor first ever Angkor tour. I'm joking. I'm laughing because Angkor tour, it reminds me of a dodgy bus service. The Angkor, not Angkor. So that's the Angkor nighttime tour, where you see absolutely nothing. I might call the video that. First ever Angkor tour that shows nothing. So if you like that, if you enjoyed that, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. Because I came all the way to Siem Reap to show you nothing. guys. I mean, spare some, you know, give me something. I'm not even funny, guys. I'm not charming, I'm not beautiful, I'm not handsome, I'm not smart, I'm not funny. Come on. Lacking self-confidence, everything, guys, you know? With no hint of irony at all. I love these local random parties. They're just like kick up like a karaoke or some band or some like music, and they just go for it. It's cool. Sometimes it's completely random. So this area has lots of nice food, guys, street food, and it's I've actually no idea where this is. It's got like the hospital's on the left. So there's a lot of hospitals, good hospitals in Siem Reap. This is one, I've never been here, so I don't know, but this is one of the big ones. They got one in the center of town, they got a couple of private clinics. This one's always full, so it must be the biggest. Well, there's a lot of people. Pagoda place outside the front. And just on the left, the buildings that's sometimes dark, but it's all lit up today. It's a really nice building on the left. And when we go straight, we're going to go just back down. I think it's called Sivutha Boulevard. Like pretty much the main thoroughfare. In Siem Reap, all the tourists end up. But there's so much more to Siem Reap, so I hope you see some of that in just the road vlog. So it's kind of some of the local scenes, and there's the bus. Okay, let's stop the bus, guys. The tourist bus. Actually, that's a good way if you're new here. If you're new here, that's a good way to see the city. Just get in the bus or follow the bus on your bike. It's really cool, all lit up, guys. Love these lights here in Siem Reap. Makes it look really, really amazing. Little fruit sellers on the side. And big resort hotel on the right hand side. AirAsia have got these advertisements up for like 6 months. I think they just bought the whole, they pretty much just bought like every lamppost in Siem Reap. That's their advertising strategy for Cambodia. Just stick an ad on every lamppost. I think that's what they did. They just went in and they said, okay guys, how do we raise awareness? Let's stick an advertisement on every lamppost in Siem Reap. So how do you measure that return on investment? Kinda, I don't know. Digital advertising, guys, it's the future. Still a hard sell. So anyway, this is the Sivutha Boulevard, and saying nothing about yeah, so anyway, focused on the travel content. So this is April Fool's Day. So in honor of every fool, happy April Fool's Day. Although none of you are watching my channel. So you could be driving on a bike though, in the middle of Siem Reap with a camera. Then I would say that's a fair point. On the right hand side is the Park Hyatt. You can't obviously smell, but it smells very good. They've taken a leaf out of the Jaya River House. They've got like, it smells like lemongrass, lemon balm. They have a very nice scent wafting in the, just kind of set the scene. That's the sign of a kind of good hotel, good spa. When you don't smell mold. That's hard to sell in your trip.com, booking.com. Actually reminds me of a paper. I studied e-commerce, and one of the very interesting actually, it was about the 5 senses, about selling 5 senses. So sight, sound, taste, touch. So all of the 5 senses, and so that's a good point. You can't actually smell anything on a video, so. Or on a mobile app. So these little nuances, sometimes a video, it's good to describe things like that. You get the little things beyond sound and vision. Smell, touch, taste. So it's pretty much tourist central. letting people see the fairy lights. Also backpackers as well. So yeah, straight in front is, you go through that lane, Mad Monkey. This is Funky Lane. Lots of cool little boutiques, cafes. Oh, the smell of kind of, it's tough guys. Low carb is tough. I just smell like chives or something. Pizza, harsh, I don't know, it was amazing. Oregano, yeah, it was oregano. Oregano is one of those ones like tomato. It's like tomato. I don't know whether to say oregano or oregano. In some countries it's oregano, in some countries it's oregano. And in some countries you just walk in the middle of the road. So I need to stop and do something quickly here. Alright guys, my coffee's cold, so I'm blaming you. Making bloody YouTube videos, guys. My coffee's cold. Absolute outrage. So on the left is Temple Restaurant. I think it's like a brand here. They've got like the restaurants, the bars, the clubs. On this road there's a lot of Arabic type food restaurants. Which I haven't tried out. Yeah, so we got kind of halal Muslim type food. Looks really yummy, smells yummy, and looks yummy. So I must try it sometime. So this area is good for that type of food. And then this little laneway cuts back onto the more tourist parts. So I'll go up along back up along by some of the tourist areas, the restaurants and the bars, and then show you along the other side of the river, and then Halas. So Jungle Burger on the right, there's decent Western food. I'd say it's up there with Joe's. The town is really busy for Wednesday. It must be a lot of the people. I would say it's like the eight tourists, people who live in like Dubai, get the Eid holiday and they just like come here. So I guess it's good for the tail end of the high season in Southeast Asia, when you've got the different flows of tourism. You got the Westerners at Christmas. Then you get also the kind of heat traffic. So you get different traffic, leisure traffic flows coming in here. Like I was saying earlier, the Siem Reap airport is becoming more and more connected. A lot of the large carriers are starting to open up cell flights to Phnom Penh from the Middle East. So that would start opening up flows, more flows to Siem Reap, but nothing at the moment. Not huge amount direct to Siem Reap, but I expect that to change as tourism grows or keeps growing. But yeah, good atmosphere here. It's Wednesday, April 1st, guys. The day before Liberation Day. Which is interesting. It's scary and interesting, so I'm not sure. I think people are afraid. Some people are like excited, some people are afraid. Like, I'm from Ireland, but we still have skin in the game, you know. We're like, as Conor McGregor was saying, we're like the little brother. US is the big brother, which I think is fair enough. I think his comments brought a lot of, I don't know, I've already brought up the topic a little bit. So yeah, I don't want to get into too much of that kind of stuff. But I think the links between Ireland and the United States are very strong. I think the second biggest Irish diaspora in America. We pretty much built America after the war. Also, a lot of the people in the companies of Irish descent. Also in the leadership of the country. So many great Irish people are of Irish lineage. So I think Trump's heart's in a good place. I don't want to get political, but I think he's trying to make things better and great. I think he's just going, yeah. I mean, you know, I feel overall positive about the direction. I think, yeah, there's a lot of obviously, yeah. I think, yeah, I mean, I'm an investor too, guys. So like, and I really believe in a lot of the companies, US companies too. But it's slightly unnerving when things are so unknown. So anyway, the Liberation Day is on tomorrow, the 2nd. So this is kind of anticipated as being like having either immensely calming effect on the market, or it's going to be like the VIX will double or something, you know. The VIX is like what's known as the fear gauge. It looks similar to my heart rate, actually. Anyway, that's another not funny joke. Guys, it's an unhumor. I don't know if it's thesaurus in front of me. I don't have Collins' thesaurus in front of me, and I'm not going to whip out. I am pretty good at English, guys. I got like a A- in my high school, and I love words, but what is unhumorous? and humorous. That's a difficult one, guys. It's embarrassing. Some of my friends actually, they study English. A friend of mine, she studied English and she's much better English than me. She's Thai. Unbelievable English. Anyway guys, this is the riverside. At nighttime looks pretty cool. So yeah, Liberation Day. I was just, I think it's funny in a good way. I think Trump's trying to wean like the world off American dependency, you know, post World War, which I think is fair enough. But I think there's many positives, like culturally, financially, economically, socially. I think we all want to be together. It's not about just one country. I think us, like me as an Irish person looking at America as a big brother, like I look at it like that, you know, it's like it's a country we all look up to. I think most countries do actually, even though some would not like to admit it. It's just a fact. And I think, Musk is super mature because he's like, when you really think about it, politics is nothing more than adults bickering like kids. So in a way it's quite immature. And Elon Musk has been very mature by setting a bold vision to do what he wants to do. I guess he's being called that. It's easy to call people crazy, right? But look, he's executing. He's doing amazing things. The people could never like. He's a brave man. He's a brave man. So you gotta respect that. And he's moving things forward. And I think that's a rare commodity. I think most people today are just bureaucratic in nature, and that's the game we play. You're not really a high performer, you're a high performing bureaucrat. So the idea of going into the company, making things better, improving things, that's all the things I learned about in business school. I went to one of the best business schools, and I still believe in that, you know, I still believe in making proper strategies and improving companies. I think Elon Musk walks the talk, you know. Other people just play Scrabble. And they're still like, they're the people getting like the big positive reviews, keeping their jobs during COVID. Doesn't make sense, guys. Does not make sense. Okay guys, I thought somebody was dying. That's a kid in the karaoke. But yeah, if I just go back to Liberation Day, I think just to be, I think ultimately that should be a growth catalyst for US, and I see that maybe after 12 months. I guess it's just the uncertainty, the next, people can't see, some people already can't see like right in front of them, like, but even the people who could normally see like 12 months ahead are being a bit blinded by these tariffs. It does remind me of 2018. But that's kind of scary because the financial markets just tanked in 2018. They had this, some people say it's like the face ripper. But unfortunately, if you look at the numbers, the charts, there was a very steep drop off in the S&P 500 in 2018 from about July, August. Anyway, let's see. And I mean, overall, I think what they're doing should have good impacts on financial markets. It just takes time to play out. Sorry guys, just choking on the fumes of these remotes. So maybe Elon Musk will make a electronic remote, so you don't have to breathe in crap and go to petrol stations that don't have petrol. But yeah, back to the context of like liberation aid. That's good, but I think the economic order, particularly my country, is very heavily dependent on US companies, which they have attracted due to the corporate tax of 12.5%. So I was lucky to work for some of those companies like Facebook, Dell, Yahoo. So companies like that, also like Apple, they all have bases in Ireland. I think the other thing was what Trump's talking about is the pharma industry. So I think there's a lot of intrepidation in my home country about the impact that's going to have on jobs and the economy. So let's see. I think personally, I made a comment, like joking / a lot of truth can be found in humor, to be honest, guys. I think it's sad that in my country, like good, like millennial generation getting totally screwed. Totally screwed. Can't afford to live. Like, you come to other countries, like everybody's just like, it's like poor but happy. It's like subsistence levels, but still, you know, they're happy having the meal. There's good the fabric of society is quite intact, you know, socially. Everybody is like, the family unit exists quite strongly. There's a collective. I think in my country it's very individualistic. So you're like, there's a safety net from like social welfare, but you're very much on your own. In Asia there's a collective, everybody's looking after each other, which you see after time living here. But it's nothing you will get from moving here, guys, you know. But it's the one thing I would say is like the brain drain that's happening from my country, and I would say probably other Western countries, is quite alarming. So this was actually a nice trip until I brought up Liberation Day and then links to my own country. But we'll just go along the river, guys. I might just finish that thought. I think it's important to raise that a country is successful by also by the happiness and the success of the people in it. And if your own people can't afford to live and have to leave, how successful are actually the so-called elite? How is that success? So it seems like some sort of I think there's a silent majority that's been suppressed by all forms of like. What I'm basically saying is nothing seems to have changed in Ireland. Absolutely nothing. everything for nothing, you know. So I think it's worth, at least if we are still a country that has free speech, then why not, like, I think it's worth talking about, like, what Conor McGregor is saying. Or do we just shoot down everything? Because that's like a sign of, like, censorship. What happened in the country regarding the riots, like, completely, like, I'm against what happened. It was disgusting. Horrible to see that, but I think if people focused on improving options, like for the careers and lives of the younger generations in Ireland, things like this would not happen. I think people are feeling desperate. And I think another thing linked to the US is the sense of agency. I think that sense of agency in Ireland is less than it is in America, obviously. That's why we're a little more of a cousin. But we see that happening, we see the sense of agency that people have in the United States. And then in our country, we kind of start wondering, oh wait, why don't, we're supposed to have it, but we don't. In reality, we don't. So a lot of elitism still exists in Ireland, and it's not as meritocratic as people would like to think. It's basically impossible to have a decent life with a good standard. And guys, I've been very successful. I've worked for the best companies. I've lived in the center of the city in nice places, and I got absolutely gouged. You know, I still feel it, like absolutely gouged by, like, the price of rent. Yeah, I'm a bit, like, you know, like having to go paycheck to paycheck after investing so much and performing so hard, working so hard. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then you see how when you live abroad and you look at other countries, so that guy was going like 60 mile an hour and like 30 mile an hour, totally crap driver. Sorry for my French. So like I was saying, Ireland has this kind of deep-rooted issue of emigration, and it seems to be through like bad policies. Why is that? Like, why? I think people, back to the sense of self-agency, I think there's a very strong undercurrent of, on the surface you have the self-agency, but under the surface, no, it's not there. Whereas in the US, yes, that's very much there. So I hope that sense of Ireland, and yeah, I hope that sense of freedom and free speech continues, because some draconian issues and things happening. And actually, guys, I grew up, like, I was educated in France and Spain too, and I've lived in Germany. I am European, I love Europe. I believe in the free movement of capital, labour and goods. But I think there needs to be balance, and I think nobody's really looking at that. It doesn't make sense. And I have friends from Germany, France, other countries, they're saying same things. So I think just like, I believe in Europe. But I think what the UK done was quite smart, in the sense that they're protecting, there has to be like measures to like, yeah, to have some sovereignty in times of crisis. So we look at the US every day talking about interest rates. Okay, the Fed is an independent organization, but it's very much acting in the interest of the US. So I think that, for example, there are certain mechanisms like controlling the interest rates. So that's all devolved to Frankfurt and the central bank, the ECB. Other policies, when I studied the common European defense policy, stuff like this. Nobody was talking about NATO. So I just think like bad governance. You need some better governance across those issues. And then when I live in like Asia, like everything is so controlled as well with immigration in Thailand, everywhere. So, and they have a good model. The system works. And you hear all the expats talking about, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, and people like respect and take it seriously. So why can't? Maybe I've been living outside my own country for a long time, but it's opened my eyes. I think that my own country needs to grow up a bit, you know. Some of these policies actually work, but they're not working in Ireland. They're not working at all. And you're kind of demonized if you question them. But they work in other countries, but you're not demonized. It's like I said, it's like, doesn't make sense. Like the model here works perfectly, so why can't? I know it's not as simple as that, but why is it even such a big deal to talk about it? Like, we're all adults, aren't we? You know, we're all intelligent adults. So if some people are so childish, why is such a topic to be? Why is it taboo when it's so important? I mean, you put that in your intellectual pipe. Why can't certain generations succeed? Even though they're clearly more qualified, more competent. Anyway, guys, this is Siem Reap, nighttime. Good vibes in the city. The rant over. Just got me thinking about Liberation Day and some of the common threads between the US and Ireland, and how you know, Ireland could be like a Singapore if it wanted to, but for some reason we're always like, we're not leading, we're following. We should be this guy on the unicycle. We should be like that guy, like taking risks. So I'm not agreeing with everything Conor McGregor says, but the orchestrated like shutdown kind of stinks. And people aren't stupid. So guys, yeah, this is, you see the traffic, actually surprisingly still lots of traffic. Villa Sans Souci, okay? So maybe Prince Frederick once stayed there. I highly doubt it. But breathing in this car pollution, not good. So guys, yeah, just it's not. I'm a UFC fan, and it's not about Conor McGregor. It's not about personalities. It's about policies, and I saw that with the Trump thing. You know, it's not. It's if you can look beyond the surface into the depth of policies and what people are doing or not doing. I think that's the way to look at it. So I think what Conor McGregor. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with everything. I think there's some merit though in what he's saying. I would have concerns about, you know, his leader, like, I basically think like really wealthy people think they can do what they want, so in a well-functioning democracy, that's not always the case, but I think a lot of these people are well-intentioned, and you have to respect them. They've risen above to become like the best at what they do. So Trump runs good businesses, Elon Musk, the best, like the Leonardo da Vinci of our time, plus Medici. He's like the Medici family, and Cosimo de Medici and Leonardo da Vinci all rolled into one. Because he's not just the engineer, he's the investor, he's the founder. Conor McGregor has risen to the peak performance in UFC, so you have to give him credit. He's not a fool. You know, he obviously doesn't have a lot of experience with governance, public governance, so that's one thing. But the devolution of Ireland's like kind of nation, yeah, I think some balance is needed if we want to control our own like fiscal policy. I think it's at least worth having a discussion. I just think on social media everything seems to be shut down. So anyway guys, rant over, but some interesting correlations between, you know, the relationship between Ireland and the US is very strong, so definitely a country, people I look up to, and companies, and a lot of things. So yeah, I'm not being negative, I'm just laughing at Liberation Day, just how it's being rolled out, and yeah, some of my kind of fears as an investor as well, but all good. In my country, got some debts. I always did have debts, and it's not nice when you have this silent mass emigration where the top talented people have to leave. So anyway guys, at that, I hope you enjoyed some of this tour of Siem Reap. I'll try not to rant on the next one, and hope you're still watching on the next one. And if you come to Asia, I really recommend Siem Reap. So subscribe to my videos to learn more about Asia. See you in the next one.